put them over into this paddock this time. Welcome back. So yeah, we were cold last night. It was chilly. There's Ghosty. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this for a while. These minus 20s, wind chill at minus 30s. Apparently, we're in a bit of a deep freeze. Talk about a bumpy start. Yeah, that would be this. So yeah, wall still to fix. This one's not high in the priority list. That can get done next spring before the cows go back out. Because gosh knows we still might have more trees come down. You never know. So, yeah, let's get about the day, and we're glad to have you. Recycling. So you will notice that between the hay that the calves get, they're also quite partial to this finely chopped wheat straw, red spring wheat. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very smooth, very silky straw. So I don't know whether they like having the extra roughage. You can see all the way along here, and they tend to do this every year. Where are you guys going? Get out of the way. You're just gonna go right along the fence, aren't you? Get away. Go away. Go. Get away from the gate. Run. Stars, kid. Where you go? So yeah. And that's what we usually end up with every year. We end up with a bunch of bales, the other half eaten out. Because by the time we move these calves on down the road, they've kind of hollowed these bales out a fair bit, because that's only, what, a month? Not even? Yeah, it's about a month. So yeah. So the recycling's it's very slow to get going. It's starting to snow there. That can be done. That can just not do that. Just no. Okay, I'm gonna go get these guys their new oat straw. Yep. It was foggy again. So, there's the hoarfrost. H-O-A-R, just for those who haven't experienced this. Hoarfrost. There's Toothless. Hey, buddy. Yeah. It's our little wildcat. Hey, little buddy. How you doing? Just showed up at the house. Nobody's cleaned them. Yeah. Okay, well, we can feed the cows and then get back to moving bales. Toothless won't come in the tractor though. As soon as you close the door in the garage, if he's inside, he goes mental. So he's got trust issues. We'll work on it. Someone come and help shovel this off. Somebody. This is all for you guys. Gotta shovel this off. Gotta drag these tarts back into the shop and dry them out so I can fold them up. And then we can get this ready, because I think in a couple of weeks Jeremy wants to start building this little shed. So yeah, it's a little cold. Minus 20-ish. Here's the thing. You gotta try and come out here and drop feed, but these chunky monkeys, they come out and meet you, and it takes twice as long to get in there and drop their food. Honest to gosh. We should just change the herd name from the Shire Angus to the Chunky Monkey Anguses. Honest to gosh. Slow and steady, eh girls? Just Slow and steady. There's I am, big old horse head. Come on, Suki. I can't hit you. Come on, Suki. Let's go. Slow and steady. Okay, are we going to the new spot or the old spot, girls? There's Bowie. Suki. How do we go to the new spot? Because that's where all the grass still is and the snow. You can pick through it. Follow me or follow her. Let's go this way. This way. Not that way. Oh. And it's trying to snow again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. No more. Just enough. Hey, yo. So, some of y'all who maybe not from the northern climates might be wondering about just dropping the hay on the snow like this. Like you're thinking, well, don't they lose a lot of it? Well, here's yesterday. And they will go through it, search through it, and then they'll come back. So sometimes you will get them pooping or peeing on top of it, but they'll come back and they'll nibble everything around it, because by that time their poop and pee will freeze up solid, which is the big difference between the very cold climates and yeah, see, there's nothing there. A lot of this is actually the stubble from the ground. Now, I've learned this, not the hard way, but through science. Isn't it pretty? Squirrel. Because what I used to do was I would have the orange tractor on the bale processor, and I would drop the bucket and I would plow a line in. Well, I learned not to do that. And you might be going, oh, that makes all the sense. Plow the snow out of the way, that way that they don't punch the hay down into the snow and lose it. Well, they don't lose it, as I found out. But also what ends up happening, and this is where it kind of gets scientific, is if you have, like what we had here, we had rain and then a bunch of snow, and then it got cold. If you then plow this snow off the ground, you will get what's called winter kill. A lot of the alfalfa and the grasses that are underneath this blanket that are going dormant right now, if you go and shove all that snow out of the way, that severe temperature change will kill them. It won't come back next year. And I've learned that. 2 or 3 winters ago, we had the same kind of a fall, and 2 paddocks over, you can actually still see the damage. You can see where my bucket lines are in the ground, especially in July when the cows first start cycling through the paddocks. If you go over there, I'll try maybe remember to do a side-by-side next year. We'll come back to this video, I'll link it probably, and you'll be able to look down the grass when it's like waist high, and you'll see the different varieties for 8 foot wide every so often. It's the dangest thing, because you would think, well, we've had minus 30, minus 34 already. Yeah, but this snow it's a big insulated blanket. There's a foot of snow and it's all compressed down to 6 inches now. So, but doing this, you push the snow down, it keeps the blanket there. The cows come along, they snuff through it, but it keeps the blanket on there. Same thing. Hands going numb. So yeah, what you lose is minimal. Even here, like you see some of the poop and pee. Same here. Like right there. You can see where somebody pooped on the hay, but they came back and nibbled all around it. Because they were out here all yesterday till dark, then they go inside because it's warmer and it's safer. In the evenings it's safer to go back in the yard. That's why we like them having that access. And then this morning they were all back out here nibbling. Anyway, that took away longer to explain than anything. Okay. And for those of you who don't believe in the merit of good older straw, because I've seen a lot of people where they just take older straw bales and they will just push them in a pile and they'll burn them. I put 3 new straw bales in here yesterday. So these girls get their 3 hay bales out in the field, and then they have access to these guys while they're in the yard sheltering. That way they have something to nibble on, so they don't have to go back out in the middle of the night. They can keep eating, and that's the whole premise. You can keep your animals eating, then it's all good. So yeah, 3-year-old, yeah, it's over 3 years old, this stuff. 3-year-old oat straw, and that's through a rotary combine. They just love it. They lap it up. There is merit. There is merit to using straw in the diet of the cows, because there is still some nutrition in it. But you always got to make sure they have enough energy, protein, the proper full nutritions. Hay gives them too. But no, like I said, keeping old straw around is also very good. Snow number 4. To whoever managed to upset Mother Nature, would you please go and make it right? Because these girls are not happy. I'm not happy. Most people on the prairies are just generally a little miffed. Now I get it. We had a lovely open fall. We had a nice slide into the early part of winter, but we didn't realize that around the corner was winter's big brother, the Ice Age, about to show up with steel toe cap, boots, and knuckle dusters, and about to punch us all right in the gut. Oh yeah, the wall's done. So yeah, it's amazing what this wall does to breaking the westerlies from coming in the yard. So that's why we do it every year. It just forces everything up and over. Thinking of putting one out there as well, because we have a bit of a hole into the end of the feed rail. It's not like we don't have the straw bales. And for those who don't know, the reason why we make so much straw, even though we don't combine, is that was written into our agreement when Mrs. Piper Doug and myself designed how our business was going to go after the family split the grain farm from the cattle farm. Was that whoever rented the half section up there had to supply us with 300 acres of baling straw. What the heck is sitting at the top of my road? So yeah, we always have access to 300 acres of straw, and we can usually get to choose, because we have a pretty good relationship with our renter, whether it's oat straw, wheat straw, a mix of both, or maybe we just go all out and don't have any straw. Last year we didn't bale any straw because we had a lot left over. But that's one of the reasons why we do so much straw, is we like to use a lot of it as windbreaks, but we do end up using the bales that are windbreaks in the corrals, so it's not like we're just wasting bales. Anyway, so yeah, snowing again. Lovely. Mrs. Piper Doug is currently on her way back from the big annual general meeting AMM in Winnipeg, because she's a municipal councillor. She's the deputy reeve actually. So she's trying to make her way home. This was not in the weather report. The weather guessers did not guess this one. So I'm gonna hold off on doing any bedding because it's pointless. Get back to stacking bales and let's go get another load. Okay. Building walls. So still got no further ahead with this. Waiting to hear back from the local mechanic to when he can bleed the clutch on this. Talked to the shop that was supposed to have fixed this, and I said, is there any way that there's a leak in the hydraulic clutch and that's what's causing the oil to leak out through the bell housing? I don't think so, is the answer I got. So then I said about the leaking hub, the wheel hub on the front axle that they had replaced. He said, we replaced it, but there was wear on the casting, so either you might need to get it sent away and get it built up or get a new hub. I said, well, couldn't you just speedy sleeve it? I don't know. So that's where we're at with that. Not happy. Not really not happy. Finally got the skid steer moved and into the shop to thaw it out. It did not want to cooperate. I did not film it because Piper Doug was using some Scottish words that I'm afraid not everybody would understand. Basically, the tracks were frozen and the mud from poop spreading was in the tracks, and every time I tried to move it, it would stall out. And because it's got a bad starter motor, I would have to tilt the cab up to bang the starter motor to get it to start the engine up to get going again. So, yeah. Huh. That yard light just went out. That's weird. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a project because the starter motor is not in a great place. Oh my gosh. Well, Mrs. Piper Doug is home. Yay! And I'm done fighting with this tractor. This clutch is just doing my head in, and so is this seat's doing my back in. So I got the word, our steel is in, so we can get making some gates. So look forward to that in some next videos. And I see we're almost cusping at 900 subscribers, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to come up with a giveaway if I ever get to 1,000, so keep posted. Okay, I'm going in for supper, and we will hopefully see you in the next video. Talk to you in the chat section. Teddy bye.